Lunchtime Stand Up with katesky. We're live on Instagram and Twitch and YouTube, talking about our wins and struggles, and then doing a little bit of coding. Anybody wants to join? I don't know. We will see if we have any questions. So today is the day after my birthday. I started back at work. Yesterday I had a day off. So my yesterday's wins were just being able to stream to you guys, and I recorded a really cool podcast, which is not live yet. It's going to be available in a few weeks, but I'm really excited. I was part of the panel interviewing a really famous Deborah Carrata. That was so exciting, guys. I have a picture that I took yesterday. Let me see if I can find it and I will share it. Yeah, I do have it, so hold on. Let me drag it over here. Let's see. So you guys on Instagram are not going to be able to see it, but if you do go over on Twitch, it's right here. There's me, and there's Deborah Carrata. So that was really exciting. I gotta put it on I'll create a post. And we had a really important conversation about imposter syndrome. Man, make sure you listen to that podcast when it's live. It's probably going to be towards the middle of August when it's live. But every developer, I think every person in any profession experiences imposter syndrome, and we were just talking about ways to overcome the imposter syndrome and help other people overcoming it. I'm actually doing these recordings to hopefully help somebody overcome their imposter syndrome, and actually helping myself overcome mine, because it's a struggle. There's always somebody who's smarter than you, better than you, and knows more than you. So it's definitely sorry about that. Imposter syndrome, that's what I was quickly talking about that. So we have two people who joined Instagram. Hi, how are you? I'm so happy to see you guys here. So I'm a full stack developer. My passion is in Angular, so I'm doing a little bit of a introduction on Angular stuff. Hold on a second. And somebody's calling me, sorry about that. Anyway, so imposter syndrome is definitely something that everybody experiences, but I want to encourage everybody to persevere and just keep pushing forward. Take your struggles and make them into wins. That's what we're here for. So I was thinking about what we can do today at the Angular coding. Man, and I don't know if I have a birthday brain or what, but I just couldn't come up with anything. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to start a quick brainstorming on the application that I want to work on. And maybe we'll just start a new repository, because I have a repository that I was working in, and I don't know, maybe I'll even keep it, and then we'll refactor some of the code. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We're gonna wing it. I don't know. It's just I think live coding is one of those things where you have to be open for surprises and for elements of not knowing what you're gonna do. Last time we did a quick presentation on how to create pull requests and stuff, and I actually did a pull request on this repository right now. The repository is called Sarah Fan Radio. It's written in Angular, and So professionally, I work on, I have a question here, so what project are you working on? So professionally, at work, I work on platform for human resources and rewards. It's a big enterprise company application that sells it as a service to companies who need to know how much to pay their employees. That's pretty much what that is. It's a pretty cool project because you get to understand the flow of the decision making of these big companies, how much they want to pay you. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. I'm a full stack, so I work on, I prefer to work on Angular, but sometimes I do get back-end implementations where I create APIs and store procedures and stuff, and my back-end is C# and database is SQL Server. For my side project, I am thinking about different technologies that I'm going to be using, and I think Firebase looks like a pretty cool technology and it's easy to get started with. So for data storage, I'm thinking about using Firebase. There are other aspects of the application that I'm going to need a backend implementation, and I'm more comfortable with C#, so I don't know if I might be using like an Azure server for that. That piece I'm still researching, so we'll see what happens, but we can switch over to our live coding and just see how it goes. Yeah. So if Vasim, if you want to go to my link tree, there's a link to Twitch channel where I am live at. So let me make this. Let me see, make sure I am live there. Looks like I am. Okay, cool. That's good. Yeah, so if you have any questions, you'd have to put them in that chat. That's the one I'm looking at. But Firebase, simple, but sometimes issues with large app. With large apps. Oh, yeah. So our large app, it's only going to get as large as people using it, right? So it's not gonna. The app is really not that complicated. It's now that I'm putting the data model together, it looks pretty simple, and I'll show you the diagram that I started putting together. So we'll see what if Firebase will do or not, because I do want to show a lot of Angular code, and if I have time to show the backend, I think that those will also be good live coding aspects of that application. So it sounds like you have experience with Firebase, do you? I have created a couple of Firebase functions where it's like a serverless APIs kind of thing, not in production. So it'll be a fun experience for me. I'm going to be definitely learning something new. So let's see here. We are going to switch over into our Twitch now. I'm gonna end Instagram, and I just have to really quickly share because I don't want to lose my live there. So hold on just 1 second. Sorry about that. Just a second. Give me a second. While we're waiting here for people to show up. We'll, let's see, I need a picture. Do I have a picture? There, good enough. Alright, so what day is it? It's 6/8. I'm just saving my video on Instagram just so I have it. Otherwise I lose it. Ooh, there we go. Sorry about that. Alright, my phone is here now. I don't have to reach for it. Alright, beautiful. Hi, Connie. Hi, how are you? Is it really you? How's my sound? Can you hear me well? Okay. What are we going to do? I was going to create a new application and start transferring some of the code that I have, existing code in my repository. I can hear well all the way in Hong Kong. Wow, that's awesome. Thank you so much for joining me all the way from Hong Kong. This is amazing. So far you're the only viewer on my channel. I appreciate you coming in. I have a quick demo, and the reason I'm doing these is it's all for my niece. She is probably the only person who rewatches this videos right now, but that's okay. But I want to show her a little bit how I think about creating applications, and sometimes I do a little presentation on the topics. So I think for today, I am gonna go ahead and just kind of brainstorm through the process of that app. Okay. So yesterday we were doing this resume thingy, and today's a new day. So the application that I have is updated to Angular 11. Let me show that on a different VS Code here. Okay, and I haven't touched it since version 11 came out, so it's a little embarrassing. What's going on here? All right, there we go. You're amazing, mentoring your niece and 3 daughters. Yeah, my 3 daughters are hard to mentor. Right now I'm just making them do coding on Code Academy. But they're doing well. You know, the good thing with the teenage girls is they always need something. So my first question is like, did you do your chores? Did you code today? And, you know, that usually encourages them to go code a little bit. So anyways, so this application has been created with NX. It was my little practice take on NX, and I can't tell that I mastered it because I kind of stopped working on it. And you know, when you don't work on something, it kind of leaves your mind, and you don't really know how to continue. So I was thinking, like, do I keep NX? Because you know, I do like using NX. I want to learn more about it, and this application could use NX because right now it has just one app. It's called Shell app. But let me just explain what this application is about. So here comes the pandemic, right? And all of the salons and all of the beauty shops are closed here in the United States. So people are like, you know what, maybe when even pandemic is over, we want to start using people who actually do this work at home. And there are a lot of people who do this at home, these services. And they're usually, the friends to friends kind of like talk to each other, and they say, hey, I know this person. And all of these places were closed during pandemic, obviously, because they don't want to lose their licenses and don't want to stay healthy and everything. But somebody's asking me if I want to become famous. No. Anyways, so this app idea was born, and to be able to come in, and instead of asking for referrals, you would come in here and kind of see like what are the people around you who are providing like nail services, or you can get a haircut or whatever. And I got a bunch of beta testers, and let's see how many did I have. So let's just do an ng serve, because I do have a beta testers on this. Thank you, Connie. You're too kind. It's just basically people from like my community who are like, yeah, this is a cool app, do it. And I got really like psyched up about it, and I'm gonna do it. And then, you know, life happened, and I got really down, and like throughout this whole pandemic, I was really unmotivated. Like I didn't really work on it. So I did update it to Angular 11 when it came out. So let me show you how far I've gotten. And it does use NGRX, and it uses NX as the workspace. So right now I'm logged in. So I already did the authentication. Let me log out, kind of show you that I can log out. I used auth 0 to create this login, so you can kind of, so I wanted to make it like as simple as possible, but I think this is where I got bogged down, is where I started styling this. I think I need to step back and step styling it. So you either, like, you can log in, but I think I'm gonna redo this a little bit, or you could start shopping for services. And if you are a provider, then you could, you know, you could like, I think it's as if, I was thinking that if you're a provider, you would kind of log in and go and set up your account. And I think there is already in the My Account tab, yeah. See, I will provide services, I will consume services. So this, it looks like I did a lot of work. And I have like a little form that you know, they would fill out, and they would go like, hey, let's try this. Let's see how far, see, I don't even remember how far I've gotten with it. So let's see, I'll put an email. Okay, something, next. Okay, so there's my, and they would put an address, and then they would go like, hey, I'm a salon, I'm a photographer, I'm a realtor. And actually, I think this one is a drag and drop. So I think I need to keep this, because this is like, I've done a lot of work here. I think I should just keep the NX, because I was thinking like maybe I'm not gonna do NX, because this is too complicated for beginners. But it's okay. I think there's a lot of good code in here. So then I do next, and then this is where I think I stopped, is because I'm like, oh my god, date pickers are like the hardest thing ever. So there's no date. Okay, there's a time picker. Oh, check this out. So there is. So I guess I did start with, there's like some time picker here. Man, I see, I didn't even know I got this far. And then there's next, so I didn't fill something else. So address. Let's see, can I do next now? Next. Yeah, it didn't fill the schedule. Okay, so I can do like, hey, I start like at 9 a.m. Okay. And then I end at 6 p.m. Okay, well, it's not too bad, I guess. And you can do the same for weekends. Let's say I start at 7 and I end. There's no validation or anything here. So, okay. This is all material design. So next, what happens? So see, there's some kind of validation. Let's see, I don't even know what that validation is doing. How to fill out your schedule. Didn't I just fill out my schedule? No weekends. Monday. I only work on Mondays. Next. Yeah, so this is not working. Okay, well, at least I know how far I've gotten here. So beta testers is the one I was going to show. So this is just a Google form. Let's go and see what I have here. So I need to kind of find this form. Let's see if I can forms. I can go to forms. I'm like kind of on a different screen. So let's see here. It's called, what's it called? Beta testers. There we go. Oh, I have 8 responses. Check it out. So I have all these, see, I have a bunch of emails. Describe this. So I have some people who are sort of interested. Most of them are my friends, to tell you the truth. So yeah, those are my beta testers. So here's the thing. So this application is an existing idea, okay? I have seen an app on this. I actually did a search a couple of days ago, and it does exist. But that's okay, because you can always do something better. I don't care if this app takes me anywhere. This is just an idea, where you're working on something that's not a to-do list, and it has some complicated logic, which is, it's cool to show somebody who's new, because they're like, they can't really see beyond a to-do list or like a search app or whatever they're working on. So this will just be a good presentation, and I'm doing this for my niece who is an aspired Angular programmer. So I think one of the first things I wanted to do with this, so I'm not convinced I'm keeping it, but let's just see. Maybe I should keep it, because like this one has an auth module. Yeah, it has a lot of things. I think I'm gonna keep it, because I was debating if I want to keep it or not. It looks like maybe I should. See, I'm already doing like the environment injection stuff. It's really nice. I think I should keep it. Okay, components. Let's see. I am using material here, so that's also a pretty good, could be a pretty good stuff to show. Okay, so let me see here. What can we... I think we should update to version 12. I'll just do that today because we don't have a lot of time since I got on a tangent of deciding if we are going to keep this or not. I think I'm going to rename this PH to an F. I don't know, I'm not 100% convinced yet because I wanted to make sure that people understand this is how to pronounce it. This is a little confusing. Okay, so these are all the things that's stopping you from continuing to work on your personal project. All of these things in your mind that you know you want to make perfect, but then you get bogged down. All right, so let's just go ahead and create a new branch, and we're going to call it updates to 12. We're already at version 11. Latest Angular version is 12. I'll just see how it goes. Let's go ahead and, I don't know, we might have problems. I don't know. Let's just see. So Angular update guide. So we're going to go to Angular update guide. This is where all of the Angular steps for updating, and we're going to say we want to go from 11 to 12. And I don't know if it's basic or medium or advanced, but it's we just go to advanced to make sure. As of Angular 9, okay, injectable decorates for the stricter complete provider definition. We should bring you the version 12 to Angular. Alright. I already have Angular 12 on my machine, so I think we can just do ng update. Let's just see if we can just do that and see what happens. ng update. I missed the G. ng update. We're updating my app to Angular 12. See how it goes. I'm sure it's not going to work. I'm pretty sure it's not going to work. So we already have an error. An unhandled exception occurred. Cannot locate bin for temporary package Angular CLI. What the heck does that mean? To install local Angular CLI version is older than the latest stable version. Okay. Alright. I guess we're going to be debugging this. Right? Okay. Get rid of this. Where is our, we need our Angular guide. Where is it? Why it's not coming up for me? Okay, how about this? I'm gonna close this guy. Can I close this guy somehow? Okay, let's just look at the logs. I didn't think this was gonna be easy, because it never is. Cannot locate bin for temporary package, so maybe I do have to run that command that it was telling me to do. Okay, I just want to get my Angular update window here, please. Where is it? This is the struggle of life stuff, guys. There's always something going on. Okay, there we go. Alright, during the update, run ng update Angular Core 12, Angular CLI. Which should bring you to version 12 of Angular. And I know I already have that. Okay. Oops, putting it in the wrong thing. Just see if I need to run this. I guess I did. Spelling something. Okay. This is so fun. Didn't work again. Cannot locate bin for temporarily package Angular CLI. Let me see if we need to. I wonder if it's got to do something with me using NX. I know I had some issues with NX, so let's see which version of NX I have. Oh my goodness. This is why I wanted to stop using NX, because I really don't know how to do everything in here, and it's frustrating. Okay, NX. Okay. Package. Dependencies. So there's the Narwhal stuff. Angular 9. Woo. Why is it Angular 9? That's weird. Then I need to... How can I... This seems wrong. Maybe I need to... Let's check. Let's see what that beautiful package is all about. Okay. Come on, can I do this? The frustration is real. Okay, come on. Cannot locate bin. Oh, I forgot to turn my music on. This is why nothing's working. Okay, let me turn the music on. Okay, where's my music? It's all gonna get better now. We're gonna put chill station, and we're gonna be all chill with music on. Come on, chill, play. There we go. This is what we were missing. We were missing the music. Okay. So what do you think, guys? I think I'm gonna create a new app because this is a fail. I don't know. I don't want to. Here's the thing. See, I don't want to spend too much time trying to figure out NX. Otherwise, I'm never gonna finish this app. So let's do something else. Because we can always, if we decide to change back. Okay, starting over. Woo, what happened? Did you see that? That was awesome. Oh wow, everything just went into some kind of tiling mode. That was so cool. Excuse me, please. All right, starting over. I know. Can you NX migration latest? Oh, really? Should I try that? NX migration. See, I haven't. Maybe I should have read some NX tooling stuff. Let's try that. We'll try that again. Let me try that. Because when I upgraded to, oops, that's not it. So it's NX migration latest. NX migration latest. NX command is not found. Great. And now that means I don't even have NX command. NX command is not found. I know I have an X. What about NX deep graph? Should that work? NX dependency graph, because I remember running this. Okay, NX is not found. npm run update. npm run Oh, I'm so happy you're here. Something's happening, yay! Thank you so much, Connie. Almost gave up. And then you saved the day. I love you so much. All kinds of positive things are happening here. Check this out. So what do you think? What do you think? Should we keep an X or not? Should we give it a second chance? What do you think? I think if this works, maybe we should keep it. So you have another bot here. I have Pretzel Rocks. He always visits me. He wants me to play something. Alright, so NX is installing, guys. This is good news. So let's see if it's gonna Narwhal store Angular. Oh, look, Angular is updated to 12. Oh my gosh. So this is why it wasn't, I think it was ignoring this Angular CLI like on this level, because I thought I updated it to Angular 11, but I really didn't because I never ran there. Oh, what? tsconfig base already exists. Migrate. Okay, so what is it doing? It's trying to migrate tsconfig to solution style tsconfig. Migration failed. Great. It did do something. Let's see. Some kind of update here. Decorate Angular CLI. This, okay, let's read this. Let's see what this did. This file decorates the Angular CLI with NX CLI to enable features such as computation, caching, and faster execution of tasks. It does this by patching the Angular CLI to allow you in case you accidentally use the undecorated ng command. Okay. And what did this do? Cacheable operations. So that's just for caching, which I don't care about right now. So these are just my log file changes. So let's see if NX is here now. Private var folders. Oh, this failed. tsconfig base.json already exists. Yeah, well, should I delete it? tsconfig.base already exists. Yeah. Should it not exist? Spec. I don't even see it's used. Is it used? Let me see if it's used. Maybe I can just delete it because it looks like it's trying to recreate it. Connie, did you use the NX in production? Oh, there it is. Extends. So it does need this. What's the path? So that's the one on this level. Okay, I think on this level it's not used. It's this level that it is not used. No, I use it in the same project. I know, you and me both, right? It's so annoying. I was trying to convince at work somebody, my leads and everybody, it's like, let's just do it, let's try it. There's so many things it's gonna solve, but I can see why they're hesitant, because it would take a lot of time to figure out all the aspects of it. All right, so Bonnie, I don't know why, but I want to delete this tsconfig.base file and see if this migration command that you recommended will work. What do you think? Because it is complaining that it already exists. So, and it's not referenced in neither of those two files. So I'm thinking that it's going to be okay if we delete it. Let's just delete it. Let's see if it's gonna let us do. Okay, so we're not doing the migrate. Oh, rename. Okay, I'll do that. That's a good idea. Why I didn't think of that. I didn't think of that. Let's do that. Okay. I'm so happy you're here. You don't even know how happy I am. Otherwise, I'd be like, forget it. I'm not doing this. This is too hard. Okay. Let's see if I need mouse trust, right? Okay, so it didn't really complain that I didn't commit any of my changes. So let's see if it works. This is actually a lot more fun than just going and stress eating. That's what I usually do. Okay, so it did complain. So let me just, do. So what do you think? Should I discard all my changes or stash these? I don't know what I should do. And then redo it. That's what I am going towards undoing all the changes first. And then renaming the file. Stash? Okay, stash. All right, we'll stash. Stash. Is that enough? Okay, this is. Let's see if I need to do these as well. Yeah, I need to also do something with these. I don't know why I didn't. Optionally provide a specimen. Didn't I do that just now? Whatever. It's a good thing I'm on a branch, right? Local branch. Oh, I think that was a little bit more happy than before it actually finished. Okay, so let's look at our package file and see what it did. I guess last time it already... Okay, so what's our angular now? Our angular is 11. What's narrow angular is 9. Okay, so now we do the migrate stuff, right? Let's see, is NX gonna work? No, NX is still not working. So what do we do now? Package narrow workspace is already up to date. Okay, so should we go to NX and see what they're doing with updating? How to migrate? This is long. Next, migrate latest. That's what we just did. But it says that NX is not even found. So let me see. Maybe I just need to NX. Command. It's not found. I know I have installed it because I created this thing, right? Should I maybe do npm install just in case, just to see if something is crazy happening? NX migrate latest and then NX migrate after show migrations. Okay, let's see. I thought I saw an error. No Xcode or CLT version detected. You see what I'm talking about? This is not good. Not okay. It's not okay. So what is going to happen now if we do this? Nothing. It's not working. That's my life. It's not working. Let's see. Why is my NX is not found? Maybe I should put this over here so we can search together. Googling. What else can I do? I'm just gonna Google. NX command should work without YAR installed. Here's NX CLI. That's what I have, right? I thought I have that. Modify code. NX generate. That's how I actually, I know I installed this through invoking the generate commands. And I know I have this. So why the heck is it not working? How about serve? Interesting. Let's try this. See, it's working here. Okay. So I just ran the NX dependency graph command and that worked. So why the heck is it not working when we do the migrate? What do you think? Okay, so this is terminal for NX. Maybe it's got to do something with that. Execute to close it. Executing task. Oh, look at this. So we were trying to do, oops, sorry. We were trying to do NX migrating life, so let's just do it from here. Okay, so it failed here. Here we go. Provide the correct package name and version. NX migrate, latest. So somehow we need to execute it like this, but with just latest, right? So it looks like it finds NX from here. NX migrate. Why I cannot see it here? NX migrate. Yes. Fuck. Excuse my language. Okay. Let's go back to our next CLI. NG update. So maybe we should do this. NG update 7 to 8. So let's see which version we have of narwhal stuff. 9. Oh, that's the Angular stuff. Okay. Maybe NX is older than 10. Wouldn't I see that from the narwhal stuff? Because it's like These are the only narrow things in here, so that's the 9. Oh, there's workspace, so it's 9. The workspace is 9, and I think this says update from 7 to 8. We don't need to do that. And I'll try what you just said. Cool. Narrow. Okay. Yeah, that's if I have NPX, right? I don't know if I have NPX or I should do NPM maybe. NPX. Okay, let me type this. Let me see if I can copy this. I'll just copy this. Peer programming. You should come into my to my life, or you should just like peer program this. This is so annoying. Oh look, NPX is working good. Okay, let's see if it's going to change my version there. I know, cross-continent, right? That would be so cool. You know, seriously, we should do this. So I try to connect here at 12 o'clock every day. So maybe we can do like a Google Meet and then just, right? It'd be so cool. Let me know if you're up for it. And we'll just chat and then we'll try to peer program. Okay, well, a bunch of things installing. So I'm making progress. I'm so happy. Connie, thank you so much. Oh, 1 a.m. I know. I'm so sorry. That's true. I wonder if we should do this early, record it, and yeah, we can just do that. I'll get up early and we'll meet. Yeah, DM me. We'll figure something out if you're up for it. Yeah, we don't have to do it at this time because it'll be fun just to. We don't have to do it live too. We'll just record it and then I'll push it. Well, thanks to you. Many things are happening on my screen right now. And I really appreciate it. I almost like, so I thought about, so if this works, like that's gonna be amazing because it's almost like a pain of abandoning a child, you know, like you have this code, and I spent a pretty good amount of time setting this all up. And then you're like, okay, I think I'm just gonna abandon it. It feels kind of bad. So I really, really appreciate your help. So if this all pans out and we're gonna be able to continue on, then we'll continue working on this. But my whole idea on this app is to build a chatbot together with because you're gonna have an app that's gonna be the same as many other apps that they're already doing it, but I want to do a chatbot on it. I was actually watching a video from Google Advocate on the what's it, the data model, what's it called, I think. Let me see here. I'll tell you what that product is. I'm just gonna go to my YouTube. History. See one sec. Okay. Is that something I watched on my birthday yesterday? Okay, let's see here. I gotta scroll through all my kids' cartoons that they watched. Maybe I'll get to them. I'm still scrolling. They watch a lot of cartoons. Okay, dialogue flow. That's it. It's basically building a voice bot and a chat bot all together. That's what I want to do. It'll be a challenge, but before I even get there, I gotta build an API to actually store this data. So yeah, this takes forever. Wow. Hopefully this works. Please don't fail. I'll be so upset if this fails. Actually, ideally, we should have like two apps, right? We should have like an app, the admin app, and like the client-facing app for the searching. So I wonder if I should just do that, because right now it's like all in one. Remember when I showed that form where you know, where you click through and you go next. That's actually the provider, and this could be published as like a separate app. We don't need to have it part of this one, and we could just do release that as a separate thing, because that eventually that one will need to have like notifications of like, hey, you got a new appointment, go and confirm it with your client, kind of thing. So it'll need like a lot of different other things together with it. So that might be an option of like refactoring this and moving it into a separate app. And this shell app right now is really, this is really like, there should be two apps. So the first one is a customer app and a provider app. And I think right now I have the domain stuff in the separate libraries. Yeah, I do. So like the providers actually have a separate domain and a feature. So I can easily remove that from here and put it in a separate app. It's an option, since it's in the library. That might work. My account is in the library, and it's actually also, there are two types of accounts. So this like, you know, the customer account, and there is the provider account. So I don't know if I need to just keep it in one library and then, or not. We'll see how this works, because this is a registration feature. Like that's the person coming in and registering as the provider, but there's a separate types of account for the person who wants to make appointments. Oh, this is so exciting. This project got me really, really excited when I started it, and now that it's that I'm back in this code base, it's like all coming back to me, that all these things I can do with it, you know. You know, Connie, I'm wondering what you're working on your personal project. Because we all so busy all the time, right, with work and family. I don't even know how some of these people create open source libraries and stuff. Like, when do they sleep? Do they eat? Like, what do they do? Oh, check this out. I think this worked. Connie, check this out. This is so exciting. So, which command did I run? I already forgot. This was such a long time. So I did the migrate. So I actually did the migrate latest thing that you recommended. And what was there another thing? Was there another step that you said I need to do? And then annex. Okay, annex. Let's see. So I did so this is all, right? I don't need to do anything else. Just that. Let me see. So what is happening here? So my Angular is 12. So am I at 12? Then I'm like at latest. I'm good. Okay, so I think lesson learned here. This is something I didn't really understand. So you think I should run npm run update? Okay, I should run npm run update. Okay. I think what I was thinking, that when I'm doing the upgrade of Angular version, everything is updated. Okay, so you think I'm done, right? Let's see. Yeah, looks like I'm done. So yeah, so that's the lesson for me. So when you're doing, when you go into next version within NX, you really need to update NX, and NX kind of takes care of all of the Angular dependencies, right? That's what I didn't know. And that's cool. So let's see if it still works. The moment of truth. ngserve. This is such good news if this works. I'm so happy. So, okay, so why is it still giving me this? Why is it saying that? That's kind of weird, right? It says your global Angular CLI is 12 is greater than your local version 11. What? wonder if I need to do something else. Let's see if, okay, we're gonna go and open our beautiful app and see if it's still working. How badly it's, okay, we're still logged in. See, my beautiful navigation still works. All right, here's my setup service. Actually, I want to do it a little bit different for like the mobile. I want this to overlay the whole screen for mobile, but I'm not gonna do that right now. Another thing that I was planning to do, since this is like a web application, I was planning to add a PWA on it to it, so we can take advantage of the notifications. So I think I'm gonna do, I'm gonna think of how I'm gonna make this mobile friendly for the next time, and then I'll do a little thing for it, a little train of thought on how I'm doing this. And that's what I'll do next time. But this time, I think this was so cool that we actually revived this little child of mine. And Connie, you don't know how much I appreciate you being here today, because now we can do, let's see, we are going to commit our changes and pull requests into the master branch. So update it to version 12. Did we not? We did. And we are going to push this out, and we'll go over to my GitHub. Your sixth child, right? That's my sixth child. I don't mind. This is much better than being with a baby for the next 5 years. So this one doesn't ask to be fed and diaper changed, so this is so much easier. Okay. All right, let's make a pull request. I really, the reason I want to do a pull request for this, because when Dasha watches this, I want her to like get it embedded into her mind that code works like this. When you do code, you never just like push your changes and your application takes the changes that you did. You always create a pull request, and you add comments or whatever, and then you create your pull request, and then there's somebody other than you should review it. And in my case, I don't have anybody to review, but I can kind of review myself and just check to see like what did I do. So I did in my file changes, so I added this decorate Angular CLI thing. There was some migration stuff that NX did. It's kind of interesting to look at anyways, because I was struggling with this, and beautiful Connie came in and saved the day. And we want to applaud Connie. Thank you so much. Connie is the best. Okay, so let's see here. Here's our config. Oh, actually, we can get rid of that, right? Let's see. Should we? Because we renamed this guy because when we did the migrate, it was complaining that we already have the base file, but it wasn't used. So we renamed it, and then it created a new one. So we can delete this one now. Okay, move to trash. Removed. Yes, config. Commit. And then we push again to the server. Okay, and we could probably refresh this, and this file should be gone. Let's see. Okay, so here's a package, all nicely updated to the latest versions. All right, so we can click review changes, submit review, all good. Oh, can we do approve? I should have done approve. And then I can do confirm. All right, so all our changes should be in the main branch. So let's see, I have 2 more requests. Ugh, I just need to delete this. Can I delete this? I don't want this anymore. I was just playing with the please ignore this. Okay, code. Alright, so deploy to GitHub Pages. Is this deployed to GitHub Pages? Let's look. It is deployed to GitHub Pages. How funny. Interesting. So some issues with the with icons, but it's okay. This is just me playing with the. Probably needs to be redeployed. ng build prod. Let's try this. We can probably redeploy the merge from here. Ugh, my copy skills are not good. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, let's put the version 12 on here. Let's see if this works. Oh, extra. I did an extra thing here. There we go. So why do you think it's it still has this warning? My global version is 12, greater than your local version. Didn't we just update it to 12? Disable. And also all of my 12s don't have the. Oh, I wonder if I need to do an install. I wonder if it's not installed altogether. After updating to as well. Oh, it did? Good to know. So it's not gonna. So I just tried pushing to GitHub Pages, and Connie saying that after upgrading to Angular 12, it is broke. Is there like a link to that information somewhere? I would love to keep track of that issue if it's an issue. Because it's kind of nice to be able to. Oh, really? Is that like a package that I have? I do, right? Is it like a NGH2? Oh, I see. Let me check if I run that, if it works. Okay, so something changed. I want to see what changed. Okay. So see, it's the lock file that didn't have all the changes yet, I guess. Okay. Okay. So I want to do ngh. Is it dash dash version? What? What about? See, why is it not? Why doesn't it like that? Didn't we just run a command and it was okay with it? Oh, it's part of the ng build. So do I just do how do I do upgrade ngh? Now you make me curious. ngh update. Okay, GitHub. I don't even know, which version do I have? Do you know? Oh, I just did this in the run branch. I don't go here. Let's do this first. I need to pull in latest changes. But with this guy, it's not gonna work. I'll do this first. Recklessly canceling stuff. Alright, here's the latest changes. Good. npm install. Upgrade GitHub pages to latest version. That's what I was googling. GitHub pages. Started. I don't know if I'm getting started. Do I need to install something local? I feel like I need to install something locally. Wow, you're so patient. I can't believe you're still here. Okay. So that's my, I'm going to create a new branch. Install. Okay, that's good. I just wanted to commit my changes. All right, I'll play with that GitHub pages next. But yeah, I think it's time for you to go to sleep, my dear. And this is the end of our little bedtime story that you participated in, Connie. I appreciate you very much. We've accomplished something together with my dear friend Connie from Hong Kong. We've taken our NX space repository and updated it to version 12. And it was amazing. And I bet I could not have done this without her. I was going to abandon the whole idea, but it has been saved. Thank you to Connie. And we are going to call it a day because it's late over there and it's time for me to get back to work. Thank you so much for joining, and I will see you next time. Love you. Bye-bye.